this is our lighting setup for our trunk in the NSX. And I like it. Like, it gives me Tron vibes. It looks cool, and it was super cheap. And the lighting kit is powered and connects to the original OEM light. It taps into the connector and it turns on and off by using its own circuit. The NSX almost was like made for this, because like I found spots where I put the LED strip in and it was like a perfect setup for it. Like, nothing is permanent, nothing is cut, nothing is like done anything to the NSX, which is great. The only thing that I was really worried about is that we're going from a small LED to like a whole LED strip. And then I decided that I was going to utilize AI to ask it if it's safe. All right, we're going to test the current draw on the OEM light. We're going to go ahead and see how much voltage is drawing, or amperage. All right, we're showing 0.93 amps on the OEM light. Now let's do the aftermarket one. All right, now we're going to test our aftermarket light. And our aftermarket light is pulling 0.973 amps. And let's compare that with ChatGPT and see what it tells us. So after putting those numbers in to ChatGPT, it said that the aftermarket LED lights are drawing about 10 times the amount that the original light was. And it's thinking that over time, even though it's not blowing the fuse, over time it could put unneeded stress on the BCM, which is the body control module. So what I'm thinking is, if we want to run these lights, we're going to have to find an external power source rather than using this little light. We need to find something else that can take that amount of power. Well, so far, nothing is happening. There is no flickering, there is no dimming. And one of the things you can notice with LED strips, whenever they don't have a lot of power, they don't have enough power, is that at the end of the LED strip, it starts to become dimmer, and then at the beginning it becomes to be brighter. And this seems to be consistent, so that shows us that the lighting, the whole thing is getting enough power. I do like that the system came with the fuse, and that the LED light itself already is fused as well. So you have two safety features. You have the LED strip that came with the fuse. You have the original LED circuit that has a fuse. And it is because of the body control module that we need to find another power source. And if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But in the meantime, things are working, but I'm definitely not going to keep this connected. And I'll show you what I did, but again, not a DIY. Okay, so here's a section that I cut that we didn't need, but it's going to be a good thing to show you and demonstrate what I did. What I did is I put this up here and I loosened these first. And luckily, I do have the Science of Speed ones, because you couldn't do this with the plastic ones, because I think they'll just pop right off. And this adds, some reinforcement. And all I did was just slide this up in here. I didn't do anything fancy, no tape or anything like that. Just slid this up here. And then, that was pretty easy. But when we came down here, it got a little intricate. And what I did is I didn't want to see the light, and I went all the way in there. And then I put some tape in here, and I'll show you how I did that. All right, I put the double-sided adhesive tape across here, and then we're gonna put it up here. And then as I came up along here, this was the part that was the easiest, and it's because the kit was literally designed to work with like weather stripping and everything. And right here, there's enough space that you just slid it in here, because that's how it's supposed to work. And then we couldn't do the outside because there just isn't enough gap in here to do it. So what I did is I slid it under, and this is really easy. This just pops up and then you push it down. But again, the hardest part was this LED light right here. This is the LED right here. This is all the lighting you have for the trunk. So here's the light, and it's a little difficult to remove it. And if you see right here, here's the tabs. And again, I pushed it out. And when I got it out, one of these tabs was kind of sticking out a little bit, and I pushed it back in. It's plastic. It's a little difficult to get back in. It's not just going to be you, but just want to let you guys know it does come out, and it does have that connector point right there. So at the end of the day, even though this looks amazing and we're going to keep this, we need to find another solution besides it working right here. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect that. And on a later video, we're going to find out how we're going to connect this correctly. All right, guys, I'm gonna put the link in the description for the kit still. So if you wanna pick one up and follow along with the project, in case they get sold out or anything like that, it's cool to have, it's inexpensive. And like I said, we wanna do it right. And I'm glad that we did the correct measurements, and we're gonna go from there. All right, guys, thank you for watching. You take care, and we'll talk to you soon.